Hey everyone, welcome back to this master series on learning coding patterns. My name is Mohammed Ali, and today we are going to solve a brand new question using again the stack approach, but this time rather than using next greater element approach, we are going to use next smaller element approach, which is kind of same like previous one, but rather than finding the greater element, we are going to find the smaller one this time. Okay, so what is the question? So the question number is 1475 of Leetcode, and the question name is final prices with a special discount in shop. Okay, so what this question is asking? This question is simply asking us that we have to return the final price array after considering the special discount. Now the question arises here, what is this special discount? Okay, so the special discount simply means that our job is to fulfill two conditions. The first condition is that I should be less than j. Okay, now what are these I and j? So I and j are indices. Okay, and second condition is that p of I. Okay, this list is basically prices. So p I should be greater than or equal to p j. Okay, for example, what this means is that whatever the price is at ith index should be either greater or at least equal to the price at jth index. Simple as that. Okay, these two conditions. Okay, we need to fulfill these two conditions. Okay, and what we aim to fulfill, why we are fulfilling these two conditions in order to find the next smaller value, the next smaller element on right of whatever the I is. Okay, for example, let's say when we are starting from this position, so I is 0. Okay, and this is 1 2 3 and 4, so I currently is 0. Okay, so j will always be greater than I'm talking about the index, and whatever the p whatever the price is at ith index, which means 8, our job is to find out the next smaller element. Okay, for example, if there is a next smaller element which is, so what we will do, we are going to use that element's price in order to discount the element at I. Okay, now I know this is sounding a little bit like tricky and complex, but trust me on that, it is an easy question, and when you will see how the code will proceed step by step and how we are going to solve this question, I am pretty sure like this question will come to you, I mean, very easily. Okay, it is not a hard one, so trust me on that, and let's continue towards solving this question. Okay, so first of all, let me remove these two conditions from here. And now what we are going to do, we are going to start our current pointer from 0th index. At 0th index, we have 8. Okay, now at the moment, stack is empty. Our job is to check whether stack is empty or not. And if the stack is, let's say, not having, like, if the stack is having any value, let's say, so what we will do, we are going to check whether whatever the index is at top in our stack, we are going to use it and check whether that index value is greater than or equal to the value of current pointer. If the current pointer is pointing towards, let's say, 4, and let's say here we have 8, so what we will do, if these two conditions will be fulfilled, then what we will do, we are simply going to deduct the ith value or whatever the index is at top. We are going to use that value, and then we are going to subtract from that value what the current element, and we are going to update our list. How we are going to do this, let's see. So here we have this 8. Right now stack is empty, so what we will do, we are simply going to add this 0 here. Remember, this 0 is representing, this stack is basically for indices. So this 0 is the index of 8 of current element at the moment. Then what we will do, we are simply going to move our current element forward, and here current element is pointing towards 4. Now we are going to check whether the stack is empty or not. No, the stack is not empty. Then what we are going to do next, now we are going to check whether the index that is on top of our stack, and we are going to use it in order to find out the value in our list, which is 8, because 8 is at 0th index. And then we are going to compare this 8 with this current one. If the top index is having a value that is greater or equal to current, then what we will do, we are going to simply use this current element and we are going to subtract it from this 8, the value that is at 0th index. Okay, so 8 minus 4 is 4. So what we will do, simply we are going to remove this and we are going to paste this 4 here. Okay, this is how our values will get discounted. Now after subtracting, what we will do, we are going to pop out that index from our stack, and then we are again going to check but that whether the value at top of our stack is greater or equal to the value that current pointer is pointing towards. But right now, since our stack is empty, so what we will do, we will do nothing. We are simply going to update our stack with the value that current pointer is currently at, which is 1. And then what we will do, we are going to move our current pointer forward. Now our current pointer is pointing towards 6. Now again we will check whether our stack is empty or not. No, our stack is not empty. Then we will check whether the value at index that is currently on top of our stack is greater or equal to the value at current pointer. So here 4 is smaller than 6. So what we will do, we will do nothing. We will simply update our stack with index of current pointer, which is 2, and we are going to update the top. So now the current top is 2. Okay, and then we will move our current pointer forward. Here we have found 2. Okay, now we will again check whether stack is empty or not. No, stack is not empty. Then we will proceed for the second condition, and here the second condition is that the value at top, this is the index, so whatever value is at this index should be greater or equal to the current the element at current index. If this is true, then what we will do, let's see. So right now at second index we have 6, and 6 is greater than 2. Okay, so now what we will do, we are going to subtract this 2 from our 6. Okay, so let's do this. So let's remove this and simply I am pasting 4 here. 6 minus 2 is 4. Then we are going to pop out this 2, and we are going to again check whether, and this will become the new top. So again we are going to check whether the value at this index, which top is representing, which is 1, so whether this 4 is greater or equal to the value this current is pointing towards. Yes, again 4 is greater than 2. So what we will do, we are going to subtract 2 from this 4, and when we will subtract 4 minus 2, so the new value will become 2. And again after subtraction we are going to pop this value that is at our top. Now again we will check, but this time since our stack is empty, so what we will do, we are simply going to append the index that current pointer is currently at. So the index is 3, and we are going to move our current pointer to the last element, and here current pointer is pointing towards 3. Now we are going to check whether stack is empty or not. No, the stack is not empty. Then let's proceed towards the second condition. The second condition is that whatever the index is currently on top of our stack, we are going to use that index and find out the element that resides on that particular index, like 3. So at third index there is this 2. So we will check whether this 2 is greater than or equal to the value that is currently at current pointer, or like current pointer is at fourth index. So whether the value that current pointer is pointing towards, that value is smaller or equal to the value at top index. So no, 3 is greater than 2. So that's why what we will do, we are simply going to update this 4 in our stack and update this top. And afterwards, since there is no element, so what we will do, we are simply going to break our loop, and what we are going to return is this. So let me remove this. So this is going to be our final answer, this array 4 to 4 to 3. This is going to be our answer. So I hope like at least you have built up at least some sort of intuition. Okay, this is how the code will proceed. Trust me, code is not difficult, plus this question is not difficult. So that's why try your best to create the intuition, okay, how things will proceed, and try to translate whatever your intuition is getting, is like triggering you. Okay, this is how the steps will proceed, and this is how the code will execute. Try to translate your intuition into your code. I hope things will work out fine for you. If they don't, then don't worry. I'm going to solve this question, and you can compare your solution with my code. And if, let's say, you find out your code better than mine, then feel free to share it in the comments. And if you find out like there is something missing in your code, then feel free to learn it from my solution. Okay. So let's jump to Leetcode. So here is our Leetcode, and here is our question: 1475 final prices with a special discount in a shop. This is the example that we just saw. So let's start writing our code. So first of all, we are going to define our stack, which is going to be an empty list, and then we are going to define our loop. So for I comma price in enumerate prices. And see, the difficulty level is easy, okay? And those who don't know Python, enumerate will help us like getting two values, the index and the element from our table, which is list here, okay? And then what we are going to do, we are going to define our while loop and while stack. Remember the first condition, whether stack is empty or not, and then we will proceed towards the second condition, which was prices stack minus 1. This stack minus 1 is basically the top of our stack, the last element in our stack, and we are using that as an index in order to get the value in from prices list. Okay, is greater than equal to price. Okay, and this price is that we are currently, this price is basically our current pointer. Okay, and when we will do this, and let's say both of these conditions will get true, then what will happen, we are simply going to do the subtraction part, stack minus 1, and here minus equals price. Okay, remember we deducted 4 from 8, so this is how it will run. And then we popped out from our stack the index that was previously in our index. And let's say if this condition wasn't true, like in the very first case, so what we are going to do here, we are going to append the index, the I, in our stack, which was the case in 8. Okay, and since when we started from initially from 8, the stack was empty, so this condition didn't work out. So we directly jumped towards this part and updated 0 in our stack. And lastly, what we are going to return, we are going to return prices, because what we eventually need is the updated prices list, and then we are going to click on run. And Okay, so our initial test cases got accepted. Now when we will click on submit, hopefully all test cases will get accepted. Yeah, awesome. So all of our test cases got accepted, and this was the solution for this question. And if you still have any concern, any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I would love to help you out. Okay, then best wishes for your technical interview prep. I hope this series is helping you in getting step by step closer towards your technical interview success. Okay, then take care, and I'll see you in the next video with a new question. And I forgot to congratulate all of you. Happy Ramadan. Okay, then take care. Bye. Peace.